So everybody's been wondering who's going to take over The Daily Show for Jon Stewart. Well, what do you know? It's Trevor Noah. Perhaps why I didn't get the job, or wasn't even considered. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about Trevor Noah because nobody knows who he is at this point, honestly. I'm also going to tell you something that a lot of comics are thinking, but won't tell you in public. So let's find out who Trevor Noah is. Noah is a Southern African comedian who rose largely through South African radio before deciding to focus on his comedy. I spent a long time on American radio, right? And if back in the day, when I was on local radio or Sirius radio, whatever it was, if I had gone to my agent and said, I'd like to replace Jon Stewart, they would say, oh, that's a good one. Nowadays, they'd be like, no, I'm sorry, they're only considering South African radio. Okay, so, wow, what a stunning decision. Now, I know he'd graduated from South African radio, but not that long ago, right? I'm not trying to denigrate South African radio. I got no problems with this choice. I'll tell you about my thoughts on it in a second. But it's just to tell you how incredibly surprising it is. So, now, well, it's okay. He came here. He's already on The Daily Show. He must have appeared on The Daily Show many times, right? Wrong! He's only appeared 3 times on The Daily Show. That's it. 3 times. And he's going to be replacing Jon Stewart, right? So all those other people who were on The Daily Show, you know, of course, obviously a lot of them got their own shows. You know, John Oliver, Wilmore, Samantha Bee, et cetera. They've gone to different places. But it's like people think like they all turned down the job. No. I mean, look, John Oliver got his HBO show before The Daily Show. But a lot of those people might have left because they were not considered, or they were considered, and Comedy Central decided not to go with them, okay? So they've decided to go with Trevor Noah instead. I mean, I'm stunned by this, right? So what has he done here in the United States? He did a one-man special on Showtime called Trevor Noah, African American. Get it? Because he's from Africa. And then he did a one-man stand-up show in 2014 called The Racist. Okay, so that sounds fun. I would like to watch those. Now, has he been involved in any kind of big news events or controversies? No, in fact, he was involved in perhaps the lamest Twitter controversy of all time. When Oscar Pistorius was arrested in his home country of South Africa, he tweeted out, and the Oscar goes to jail, which is okay as a joke. All right, God bless, nothing. That apparently was a little bit controversial. That's the tamest controversy I've ever heard on Twitter or anywhere else, okay? Now, the part that no one wants to tell you is every comic in America right now is going nuts internally. They can't say anything publicly. One, because it's not a good political move to say anything publicly about the new host of The Daily Show. 2, let's keep it real. He is, according to his Showtime special, African American, right? So they're not going to say, oh, that young black kid, he shouldn't have gotten it. Nobody wants to say that. But I know comics. I'm not a comic. I'm a talk show host. I got nothing to do with this, right? But comics are the most bitter people in the world. All those comics that have been trying for all those years, this is like the Mac Daddy job of comics. It doesn't get any bigger than this. And I guarantee you in private conversations across the country, they're now saying, South African radio? That's what I should have done instead in order to get this job? Oh, there's no way they're not all singing in unison. Better man. Okay, my thoughts on it. From what incredibly little I know, I kind of like the guy based on mainly this quote. I want my audience to be my friends, he said. That's when they will get the best comedy. He said he doesn't want to be known as a performer. That seems fake. Oh, I love that. That's TYT style. So that's great. Obviously, the proof will be in the pudding. We'll see how he does on the show. It's got to be a world of pressure on him, and so I feel bad about that. I feel great that he got the job. I'm sure he's ecstatic about it, right? So we'll find out how he does. But one more thing. You got to give Comedy Central credit here. Why? Because people are always saying, oh, TV executives, they always play it safe. I've said that a million times, to be honest, right? And that's usually what they do. Here, they didn't play it safe, man. This is a bold choice. This is a really risky choice, not based on anything about Trevor Noah. It's just that he doesn't have a lot of experience under his belt at this point. So they're taking a big gamble here. That's not usually what TV executives do. So you got to give them credit for, at the very least, being really bold and saying, this is our guy and we're going to go with it. Not something you see on TV often, so God bless them for that.